I better not be. Otherwise, everyone has just heard a very wild and weird me.
So basically the normal you.
The normal me, yeah.
Who's that slating him off?
J. Luke and Matt are in here, so...
Hey,
How
fellas.
dare you not normal?
Good evening, everyone, though, and welcome to TFRL GT3 Championship here at Fuji Speedway. It's the Pro Series, and as you can hear by the banterous conversations that are going on in behind, that there are people alongside me in the commentary box. Evening, guys.
Good afternoon, Governor.
Afternoon, Governor. Everyone is out on track, so we can change the lobby settings now if you want.
Yeah, have we got everyone in?
Everyone's in. We've got 12 in.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mr. Maya and Mr. Dragon are here as well.
Good stuff. Oh, hang on, there's one thing that needs to be checked.
Lobby title.
No, I was looking at liveries. One in
Which
particular.
livery? Small guy? No?
Yep.
Or what's the matter with his livery?
No, I was just checking it.
Number 88. I'm not sure if anybody's got number 88.
They haven't, it's his.
Oh yeah, sorry.
At the penultimate corner, if you go a little bit wide on the exit, you'll get your penalty. Does that mean that if you go wide, you won't get a penalty?
Yes, that'll be the case. Because I think if you go wide at the right-hander after the second sector, it also gives you a penalty. As well. We can get underway. I'm just sitting here waiting.
Right, I'm going to mute everyone.
Yep, everyone muted. All the best. Okay.
Good luck, good luck, good luck. I'll keep you muted, Elliot, for purposes. Yeah. Ah! There we go. Right. I'm not sure if my... Right, we are about to get going here in TFRL GT3 Championship Round 7 Pro Series Fuji Speedway. Qualifying has now started, so 10 minutes for these drivers to set their competitive lap time. We did have a 34.6 from Better Than Sniper in the Pro-Am series, which was broadcast about 10 minutes ago. We just ended, so we are back live, of course. Another minute, we should be finishing around about 8:15. What I said, we are running about half an hour behind schedule because of Deneen's connection issues in the Pro-Am series, but the cars are about to flood out to track. I have got some championship standings to go through, which I forgot to allude to in the Pro-Am series. So, coming into tonight, the Pro series is as follows. We have got in first position here in TFRL GT3 Championship in the Pro Series, that's Mr. Elliot F6 with 103 points. KNK Dot on 97 points in second, with Swift in third on 92 points. Fidgeting Dragon is on 68 points, but all of his points obviously were carried over from the Pro, so he is on 68. J. Luke is on 61 points in fifth. With his DNS in Interlagos, of course. Doug in 6th on 59. There's a bit of a gap to Hairraiser in 7th on 41. Dirty on 34 in 8th. Superhero in 9th on 30. Small Guy in 10th on 28. Mr. Maya, after his Pro-Am victory in Willow Springs, is on 25 and 11th. EVR Matt is on in 12th on 22. Joint 13th is Grand J 10 and Super Guy NL on 11 points. JB22 F1MC, who has been disqualified from the championship, is on 10 points, or he's left the championship, I should say. And Warbeast as well, another leaver of the championship, on 8 points down at the back in 16th place. Everyone is out on track. 3 cars going into turn 1 right together. That is a beautiful shot with pretty much every single car in shot there. Fuji Dragon, Mr. Elliott F6 and J-Luke all still on a lap. And there's been a bit of a contact moment there, I think, with J-Luke and Elliott at turn 1. Bit of an outbreak there, but Fuji Dragon's almost as if this is the race. It's qualifying, guys. Calm it down. Fuji Dragon, though, running into turn 3. Now into turn 4 and 5, the double right-hander here, before turn 6. You can go quite deep there and get a bit of run out the corner and make yourself a line to the curb on the inside. That's the line I like to take, personally. But Fuji Dragon, Eddie goes a little bit wide there in the background, but Fuji Dragon and the Lambo running into the final couple of corners now. Second sector is ended, and it's a 52.3 through that middle sector, getting all out of shape, but keeping within the white lines. Jack Meyer runs around in the background of shot as well, and the Marlboro liveried red and white Corvette, which he's in, obviously replacing Spudsy and Dat Waldo, who ran in the Corvette this season. Fuji Dragon, though, on the run up towards the final corner. Elliott just in behind him, both on the soft compound of tyre and both running relatively same fuel loads as well, as they are about to come across the line. And clear to me that this is going to be quicker than Bettman Sniper's track this time. Fuji Dragon across the line, and already we get a much better lap time of 33.8. Jack Meyer now in the final corner, 36.2 that is from Jack. Swift has gone second, KK Dot goes third, ILRT Matter goes fifth. I'm just trying to pick up on Small Guy, who's came across the line in 8th. Superhero across the line now goes 4th, so both Porsches on the second row of the grid at the minute. Let's have a look at how Dirty's getting on. He's on an out lap, and Grandeur 10 is preparing for a lap as well of the track. But Fuji Dragon out on top by 4 thousandths of a second, so no room for error once again here in the Pro Series. 12 drivers, which is above the average attendance for the whole season, which is absolutely fantastic to see, as Fuji Dragon is out on top. Let me have a look at the comment section as we approach halfway through qualifying. Let me have a look. Any interviews for Pro? I'm guessing not. We will do some interviews if needs be after this race. Good luck to everyone that says 7-7, and soft and mushy to you too, Deneen, as well. But Fuji Dragon off track there, getting out of people's way. Swift is in behind Jack Meyer. Jack Meyer. Jack. Fuji Dragon running around the final corner. I'm being quite mad and mental once again. He's getting slipstream, and this could help him onto pole position here with Fuji Dragon 33.8. Swift across the line 33.9, and he doesn't improve on his personal best lap. Kenke Dot across the line, he improves 33.9, goes third, and is 400ths off the top. Swift has absolutely catapulted himself into turn 1. Clearly was going to go into the back of Jack, so did well to recover the car and not get into contact with another driver there. At the minute, championship leader Elliott down 8th, as I do believe Dodo has split the 2 Porsches. Dodo has split the 2 Porsches there. Pablo, of course, getting the 3rd place in the Pro-Am series. Last time out, he's 1100ths ahead of Superhero there, Dude, as well, with Jack about 3/10ths down. Doug in behind. No hair raiser tonight. I think he's attending. He messaged me on Monday saying that he wasn't going to be in attendance, so we're missing at least one driver who would normally be racing. I think this is hair raiser's first DNS as well of the season. Mr. F6 has got a 6/10th penalty for what I presume was running wide at one of the corners. Doug is ahead of him by 800ths out on track. Jack Meyer just getting out of the way there, with 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes to go in qualifying. Fuji Dragon currently out on top on his pro debut, and he's really trying to put it to some of the McLaren guys who are topping the constructors at the minute, and the constructor standings is as follows. Well, the team standings is as follows. So the McLarens are on 195 points combined in first. Superhero and K&K Dot in the Porsche are second on 127. Doug and Hairraiser on 100 points in third. Doug clearly outscoring his teammate by about 18 points at the minute. J-Luke and Mata are on 83 points in fourth in Lexus. Pablo and Dirtdude in the Nissans are fifth on 54 points. Small Guy and JB, who's no longer with us in the championship, is sixth on 38 points. And Grande 10 and Warbeast and the Mercedes are seventh on 19 points. So that is the state of the constructors coming into tonight. And there will be some very important announcements and updates after tonight's race here in Pro-Am. This is regarding pretty much every single aspect of TFRL moving forward. I know something that is going to be happening after this is the finalisation of the F1 calendar, so you will find out the days and times of which races are going to be run on. There's a yellow flag. Superhero's gone for a spin and he's coming on track. Oh, thank God he's ghosted. Jesus Christ. Bit of a dangerous rejoin there by Superhero. He's got to be careful. He's got Elliot behind him, trying to go up the inside, and there's further contact. Superhero not being aware, just needs to look behind him a little bit more. He is safe now. He's got about a 5-second gap to the car behind him. So Superhero, quite unfortunate that spin. Don't know what on earth is going on here. Swift cuts in front of K&K Dot. Clearly a bit of tactics going on between the McLaren and the Porsches. They are first and second, of course, in the championship standings coming into tonight's racing. Just confirm, yeah, that is the case. Swift 4000 down, K&K Dot going into turn 1. J-Luke is left through. Doug is up to 5th now. Doug has bettered his time with 34.6. It was a 35 flat last time, Alex, so 34.6 from the Soul Mustang out on track. And at the minute, he could be final one across the line here with a minute to go in qualifying. There is a car ahead of him out on track, which is Grand J10, who has set a lap so far. And I think his lap was a 1:38 roughly there. Pigeon Dragon letting people through. I don't think he might be getting around front of the lap at this stage. He looks like his qualifying is done, and actually he's improved. 33.6 is the personal best. So Pigeon Dragon is improved by more than 1/10.5 of a second. So Pigeon Dragon going quite well. We reach the final 20 seconds here. Oh, look at the amount of cars now flooding through the final corner. They're clearly wanting track space. Doug and Grande 10 are the front two coming across the line. Grande 10 not improving, so let's go on board with Doug. There's a personal best middle second there from Dirty, so watch out for him. Doug is across the line. Is he going to improve on the 34.6? No, he's not. He's a second down. Let's go on board with Swift to coming across the line. He's not improving. Pigeon Dragon not improving. K&K Dot doesn't improve either. Superhero's on an outlap and won't improve. Qualifying has ended, so I'll just put in a message. There we go. There's my message in. See people reminding. Small Guy's gone 7th, by the way, in his time. Everyone, I think, has completed some sort of lap. Superhero coming across the line to begin a lap. So Pigeon Dragon out on top from Swift. K&K Dot in 3rd. Just double checking to make sure that nobody is on a lap. There is nobody on a lap as far as I'm aware, so we can begin. We can start out on track tonight. And good luck to everyone, of course, that is out on track. So there we go. We'll just wait for the go-ahead to be given for the session to be started. There we go. Finale has begun. 12 drivers out on track, Fuji and Dragon on top from Swift and K&K Dot. So the top three looking very, very interesting so far as we are about to load in for the Pro Series race. J-Luke is going to be cutting it quite short. He might be 2 minutes late at this stage. Coming the end of the race. But 12 drivers out on track. Everyone is in the correct positions. Elliot and J-Luke down in 10th and 11th. Watch out for them. Further down, Small Guy in 7th as well. A shocking camera angle nonetheless. I'm not going to go out of spectate mode like I did in the Pro-Am race. So 5 red lights are about to go out here at Fuji. The light sequence is on. And we are underway. Everyone has started cleanly, which is good to see. So Fuji and Dragon will lead down into turn 1 and has got a massive, massive lead. Going into turn 1, Jack Meyer has got a good start into second. Small Guy down the inside, down the inside on K&K Dot. Everyone looks quite clean into turn 1. Everyone is looking clean into turn 1, and that is nice stuff. 3 wide in the background of Shot Elliott, Durdude and Grandeur 10, I think that is. In the background, Fuji and Dragon has got the break from Jack Meyer. Swift in 3rd, Doug in 4th, Superhero in 5th, Small Guy, Matter, K&K Dot, Elliott up a position. J-Luke I think is also up a position with Grandeur 10, and Durdude has gone off. There must have been some sort of contact there with Durdude. Obviously, some sort of contact. Swift has gone. Oh, and there's been a major, major collision here. K&K Dot and Elliott have been involved in the collision. Not sure what happened there. Hopefully both of them get back racing. Just calm it down, guys, of course, if you are out on track. Fuji and Dragon 1.1 seconds out in front from Swift in 2nd, Jack Meyer in 3rd. I'm sorry, but restart, really? You've been involved in the collision, get on with your race, that's what I say. Fuji and Dragon, we're not having a repeat of Interlagos, I'm sorry. Fuji and Dragon leading the way by 1.1 seconds. Swift in 2nd, Jack Meyer in 3rd. Why would we ruin the close racing that is going on in front for a restart for one driver? Superhero is in 4th, serving up a bit of his penalty. Doug in 5th, Small Guy in 6th, running down the straight. J-Luke in 7th with a 2.2 second penalty, so he might be the one that got caught up in that melee going through turn 6 early on. Everyone getting on with their laps. Fuji and Dragon onto lap 1. We're nearly 2 minutes down. 3 wide into turn 1 perhaps. Small Guy trying to dive down the inside. Doug keeping him honest. Small Guy tries to go. We can... Fuji and Dragon 1.4 seconds out in front. Swift. Jack Meyer is running quite strongly here in 3rd. The Welshman looking quite nice indeed. Doug and Small Guy keeping each other honest. 4th and 5th. Superhero 6th. J-Luke is making up good amount of ground early on. Quite a few running wide there. Nothing to be concerned about if you are any of those drivers. Grandeur 10, Matter, Elliott, K&K Dot and Dirty. There is 16 seconds separating the whole bunch, so definitely seems like there's a good battle going to be going on out in front. And I think the right call is to continue with the action that is happening out on track. Superhero picks up a 4/10 penalty, however. J-Luke has picked up a further penalty, and Superhero's gone for a spin. Superhero goes for a huge, huge spin there on the uphill run into the final 2 corners. He is going to let everyone through, I think, and then continue on with his race. Quite unfortunate that for Superhero, but he's now down the order. Fuji and Dragon is nearly a second out in front as we approach the end of lap 2. Now into lap 3. Sets the fastest lap, but Swift is now up into 2nd. Jack Meyer has lost a position, actually, and he's quite vulnerable here to Doug, who's going down the inside. Let's just watch this into turn 1. Doug on the brakes in the Mustang. Jack Meyer gives him plenty of room, and Doug is up to 3rd quite nicely. I'm just going to quickly jump out of spectate mode and back in so I can give you the best possible camera shots out on track as J-Luke and Small Guy get very close to each other in the Beamer and in the Lexus. J-Luke 7 up 2/10 of his penalty. Small Guy runs wide. Coming through the flat double right-hander in turns 5 and 6. Now through to turn 7. Small Guy serves a bit of his penalty, and there's a bit of contact there on the rear end, on the front end for J-Luke. Small Guy runs wide, lets him through, I think. So J-Luke's up in position. Doug and Jack Meyer keeping each other honest. Doug is up to 3rd after that position gained at turn 1. Any further moves up the field? Obviously Superhero had that spin Elliott and KK Dot. Now this is an interesting battle. I never thought these two would be in 9th and 10th battling out with each other. As Grand J10 and ILR Matter have a bit of it coming together briefly. 1.9 second gained on a slowdown penalty for Grand J10 with 5 minutes gone in this race. And I definitely feel that this race can only develop from here on in. If you're in 9th place, or if you're in 10th like KK Dot is at the minute, I wouldn't worry because there's still 35 minutes and anything can happen. Jack Meyer now closing in on Doug. He's going to have to be forced around the outside line here into turn 1. Brakes at the 100-metre board. Doug broke in early. Jack Meyer around the outside. Doug just comes across him a little bit, but it's a fair defensive move there by Doug. And he keeps the position for now. J. Luke is running around in the background in 5th. So not sure what was happening at the start. Hopefully we'll obviously get details of that, hopefully in the interviews at the end of this session. Elliott and KK Dot. KK Dot has got past Elliott, and Superhero obviously down in 12th. He is struggling here tonight. Might have came into this race with no practice, which is obviously a big disadvantage compared to other drivers. And I know Swift has been going 80 laps around this track here. KK Dot's ran wide in the Porsche. That might be a track extension penalty there for him. We'll have to wait and find out. It should come on. It should be applied any second now. I don't think that'll be a penalty, but obviously warnings into effect, I think, there. CPU on a personal best lap. He is catching these guys ahead, but maybe an interesting battle going on for the lead now. Swift closing on Fidgeting Dragon. Keep an eye out on the fuel. At the minute, their fuel appears to be fine. 25 litres, I think they've both got, just over. Probably about 27, 28 litres at the minute. With 7 minutes gone, Fidgeting Dragon leads onto lap 5 from Swift in 2nd. Doug in 3rd. There's side-by-side action, I think. Oh, is that Small Guy 7 up a penalty? It is. Small Guy 7 up a penalty. He's got J. Luke in front, still with that 2.3 second penalty going through turn 1. Now we just have a look at some of the comments that are coming through. However, as we have a little bit of break in the action, let's keep on board with the battle for the lead. However, Fidgeting Dragon, Swift getting sideways through the corner. Have we had a pit stop, actually? Oh, KK Dot and Elliott going side by side. I thought we had a pit stop going on. And there's contact. What is KK Dot doing to Elliott? Honestly. I thought Pelly was bad last night. Calm it down, guys. You get a 1.1 second penalty and 2 right. Don't defend aggressively like that. Otherwise, you'll end up in my bad books, which some people have already done tonight. KK Dot and Elliott settling down. They're about 15 seconds behind, so I wouldn't be worrying if I was them, because there is still plenty of room for error from some of the guys ahead. Come on, EVR Matter, says Sim Racing Matt, which I think is EVR Matt, if I do recall. I'm not sure if it's the same person. If you're on last, don't worry, you can still win. If a kid can do it, you can do it as well. And that is from Deneen, who finished in 1st from 9th place at the beginning of the Pro-Am race. Of course, at the end of the Pro-Am race, he finished in 1st. Not really that much heading onto lap 6. Swift not close enough for move here on Fidgeting Dragon unless he tries to do with Danny Rick. Beautiful, beautiful graphics on this track. Love this track, Fuji Speedway. This is the short version, of course, if you haven't already told. As J. Luke goes down the inside of Jack, down the inside of turn 1. Nice move by J. Luke, and he's up to 4th, and he is scything his way through the field and is looking quite tasty in that Lexus so far. So Jack Meyer running quite nicely in 5th as well. Small Guy in 6th running by himself, but he has gone 5 second buffer to Matter, with Elliott and KK Dot still battling. Not sure if they've been having further contact out on track, but they are beginning to try and close in. Somebody idiotically random has joined the session. I don't know who you are, but you can piss off, thank you. KK Dot trying to close in on Elliott, and that I think is done in the nicest possible terms before we get angry. Elliott, but he shouldn't restart this because obviously this guy realises that there's a race going on, so please respect our drivers. And I'm not sure if that might be KK Dot's friend, I'm not sure. And speaking of KK Dot, he's gone wide nearly onto the grass. Good recovery. really losing that back end here in that Porsche. Battle on for the lead though. Fidgeting Dragon. Swift is a little bit closer to Fidgeting Dragon this time, and now he is closing in down the straight. 5/10. He's just out of slipstream at the minute, and it appears to me that the Lambo was actually gaining speed down the straight. It's just flattening out at around 4.5 tenths under braking. Fidgeting Dragon. Swift brakes a little later, probably about a yard or two later. Doesn't try it down the inside. Mata, however, is into the pits, so let's watch his pit stop. In the meantime, he should be coming on for either another set of softs or for a set of mediums, and of course, if you are a driver in this race, make sure you do pit for both sets of tyres. Superhero, by the way, has pitted, I think. Yeah, he's on the mediums, so that is him already done his change onto the tyres. Quite close battles in the mid-pack. Fidgeting Dragon and Swift are still going at it on my mini-map, as I can see, as Mata comes out the pits on the medium compound of tyre. 3.5 tenths separating the front battle though, Fidgeting Dragon and Swift, as we are through 1/4 distance. I'm in your soft and mushy boots. Yes, you are indeed. And hopefully these drivers will be soft and mushy by the end of this race. And hopefully they'll try their hardest to get back into contention, use their strategies to great effect, because it can be done. Fidgeting Dragon just getting caught a little bit wide at the final corner. Grandeur 10 has left the room, so he's disconnected. I think that was out of 11th place. And it looks like Fidgeting Dragon might be coming in the pits. No! And he tries to duke Swift. That was cheeky there from Fidgeting Dragon. Doug, however, is coming into the pits. That Mustang obviously guzzling up the fuel as per usual. J-Luke has nearly crashed into the pit lane. Jack has almost crashed in the pit lane. Small Guy just avoids the wall. Elliot and KNK Doc continue. KNK Doc coming in the pits as well. So quite a flurry of pit stops here. Let's keep an eye on the one that pitted first, which was J-Luke. Obviously, I will be quite keen to see if Swift can close in on Fidgeting Dragon. I think that gap has just came out a little bit. So J-Luke is in, and he should be pitting for a set of mediums, I would think, if he wants to go on the same car, if he wants to go on the same strategy as he's thinking. And he's came out. Is that Small Guy coming out behind him? It is Small Guy coming out behind him. There's a race out the pit lane. Goodness me. They're just within track limits. I will be looking into that, however. Both side by side out of the pit lane, pretty much. Both inside of each other coming out the pits. Not really quite savoury what you see. Small Guy down the inside in the BM. J-Luke on the outside line. Small Guy might have to cut in here and go up the inside of J-Luke. I wouldn't be surprised if he does. The gap is opening up on the inside. He's got a much better run. He dives it down the inside now on J-Luke. Trying to get him, but J-Luke hangs on around the outside in the Lexus. Side by side now. Running down into the end of the second sector. Small Guy's got the run, but J-Luke's got the inside line. And the inside line is the one you want to be taking through this corner. Now Small Guy dives down the inner. Possibly on J-Luke. Not quite. Swift is continuing on for another lap, it seems, as Fidgeting Dragon has came into the pits from the lead of the race. We'll catch up on his pit stop now. So let's have a look. That looks like a set of mediums possibly ready for Fidgeting Dragon. Swift Elliot is in as well. So both Lambo and McLaren driver are into the pits with 13 minutes gone in the session. Elliot into the pits, but Fidgeting Dragon will be coming out very, very shortly indeed. Let's see if he comes out on the mediums. Yes, he does. So Elliot now should be also coming out on the mediums. He could be getting out on quite a lot of battling that's going on. I think he's just timed this to perfection, actually. And he's got out behind a battling J-Luke and Small Guy around the outside. Goes Small Guy trying to go into turn 1. On the switch back, trying to get him down the hill into turn 2. The little kink there is turn 2. Small Guy's on the outside line. If he pulls this off, this could be quite sensational from Small Guy. Dips on the inner. Oh, and he's nearly came across him. Goodness me, good control. And he lets J-Luke back through, but he dives up the inner now, Small Guy. And he should have the move done. And he does have the move done, just about, but J-Luke's still out on the inside. This is great racing between these two. Both in four-wheel drive cars. Back end kicking out on Small Guy, but he gets the speed off the corner and he's got the position and he's up to 5th place. Nice move by Small Guy. That is quite crucial because J-Luke has actually lost time coming out of the pits. out of the pit garage. Swift, sorry, is coming into the pit, so this might throw him back up a position, perhaps. Is there anything going on for the lead battle? Fuji Dragon leading the way. In the net lead, essentially, but Swift is in, so this should be a set of mediums, I think, for Swift, as we are 15 minutes through the race. Let me have a look at the comments section. Not much coming through. Let me have a look on Discord as well, just in case we have missed anything coming into this race. Swift is out behind Fuji Dragon. Is he out of Doug? Because Doug tries to go down the inside on cold tyres. Swift has misjudged this, I think. And Doug has got him. Down the inside goes Doug. And he's on a set of softs. So Doug, I think, either started on the mediums or was on the softs. Swift squealing the tyres. It's a full 100 litre fuel pit stop. He could go to the end if he manages his fuel really nicely. Those tyres can go quite easily to the end. However, as we have a look, oh! And Small Guy is off by an absolute mile. I'm not sure what's happened there to him. I hope there's no disconnect going on. I don't think there is. Small Guy has pulled off to the side of the road, and seeming that is now him out of contention. He leaves the room. So all of these guys now in the top 10, Superhero will be getting a point, as well as Dude. But Fuji Dragon dominating out in front at this stage. From Doug in second, Swift keeping him honest in third, though that McLaren has got pace down the straight, so watch out. The fuel guzzling Doug in the Mustang will obviously, that fuel will go down a lot quicker compared to Swift, given that he's on 100 litres of fuel. We run down the straight, Fuji Dragon leading the way by 4.3 seconds from Doug and Swift. And Swift, in fact, not catching down the straight. The Mustang too strong in the straight, but Swift should get him through the corners. As Jack Meyer is now in fourth, has pulled ahead of J. Luke. Elliott now beginning to get back into contention. K&K Dot as well. Matter, Dude and Superhero. Not really sure what happened with Small Guy. Hopefully we can catch up with him after this race. I will respond to a couple of messages on Twitter, by the way, that has came through. If you do want to watch the the Pro Series here, then obviously you can, because I've just retweeted out the link on my Twitter. Fuji Dragon might have made a mistake there, because that gap has just came down, 3.1 seconds. Fuji Dragon, I think, has been caught out wide at the right-hander. As we see, I think it's side-by-side action, K&K Dot and Elliott. K&K Dot's got the run off the corner. Elliott's got the inside line, comes across, and that is good defensive driving there from K&K Dot. Well, they have Elliott now attack him, changes his line, has to go around the outside. K&K Dot, good management there, good spatial awareness. Elliott could drive it down the inside. I don't think he's going to try it. However, he could get the speed off the corner. K&K Dot has got a penalty of 2 seconds, which has just been applied. I think he must have run wide somewhere. Matter and Dude are trying to hunt down in the background as well. Certainly Matter is, anyways. There is Matter going through the final corner in 8th place at the minute. Could be on for one of his best finishes of the season at this stage. And of course, there may be second set of pit stops coming on here. Swift has lost time to Doug, 1.5 seconds. I'm not surprised really, given that the cars, Doug is on a set of softs and Swift is on a set of mediums at this stage in the race. Elliott was trying to look for a move down in turn 1. They're getting caught out on the marbles now. Those marbles really beginning to take effect. And if you do like Elliott, goodness me, you might be going up for a bit of a spin. Small Guy sets the fastest stop of the race by about 33.5 before his disconnect. Sadly, there is no extra point like an F1 now for the fastest lap here. And Fuji in the background, but beginning to make ground. K&K Dot is beginning to pull away. J-Luke just lagging slightly, so just bear that in mind if you're around J-Luke. There was a bit of a lag moment there on my end, certainly from him. We nearly approach halfway. Fuji Dragon leads. Doug is closing him in though. Fuji Dragon might have misjudged this because Doug is on a set of softs and he is beginning to close him down quite nicely indeed. Swift in third at this stage as well. Trying to come in behind. Pigeon Dragon is struggling. And now Swift bearing down on his prey. Like Bottas was bearing down on Hamilton at turn 1. It's going to be the same principle here, except for they're not starting off the line. Doug is going down the inside. Pigeon Dragon just coming across slightly. Might need looking into perhaps there. Oh, he's gone into the back of him. He goes into the back of him. Complete misjudgment on the braking zone. And that could leave Swift now in the lead. They've got to be careful here. They've got to keep on going, because they could lose the lead to Swift. But Pigeon Dragon, I think, good sportsmanship there. He's let Doug now through into the lead. He got past fairly cleanly. Swift! Jesus Christ, could be 3 wide through the double right-hander. This is getting very interesting. Swift now down the inside, gone for a double move. The McLaren down the inside. There is a gap still there. He gets caught in the grass. Pigeon Dragon in behind. Doug is defending like Spartacus at the minute. But Doug, Swift, as we are through halfway, Doug, Swift and Pigeon Dragon, it's pretty much 3 wide for the lead. As we come into the end of the second sector on lap 14 of the Pro Series race. Pigeon Dragon maintains the position from Swift. All of this battling now beginning to let the Welshman back into this. Jack Meyer is beginning to get a bit closer in behind as well. So this is developing up into one of those battles that will really, really help possibly some of the guys behind, as Doug takes a very wide out line going through the final corner, gets the best run out possible, and he gains a lot of time off the final corner. He knows the Lambo is quick, and the Lambo now trying to close in down the straight. As we run down the straight, Doug leading the way, Pigeon Dragon in second, Swift in third at the minute, 1.5 seconds separating the top 3 out on track. Bit of a late break from Swift. Going to try and move down the inside. Could have sent Pigeon Dragon into a bit of mistake there. Didn't work. Jack Meyer just getting caught loose on the back end there, but he's doing a nice job. The Welshman in 4th. KK Dot in 5th as well, doing a nice job. J-Luke is up to 6th. I think Elliott has lost that position, I do believe, unless I'm totally mistaken. Haven't been paying attention to the mid-pack battle. Matter in 8th, 13 in 9th. Superhero is beginning to close down slowly. I was 30 seconds the last time I looked. It's now nearly 25 seconds, so he's getting 5 seconds within the pit stops. 25 seconds separating the top 10 out on track, so that's about 2.5 seconds buffer room if you work it out on average. But some of these guys, obviously, like what we're on board with here. Pigeon Dragon makes a mistake. Swift now senses the opportunity down the inside. He knows it. He knows it. He's got a penalty as well, and Swift has got the move up to second. Just forces Pigeon Dragon back off track a little bit. And you don't want to be doing that. He's going for pretty much going for a Ken Block drift there through the final corner, or through the second to last corner, I should say. Doug now leading the way in the Mustang. He's got 2.1 seconds, but he's got to pit again for, I think, a set of mediums, if I'm mistaken. He will be pitting around probably 12 minutes, 10 minutes to go, I would say. Swift in second, Pigeon Dragon in third. That is K&K Dog closing up. Where the hell has he came from? Where the hell has he came from? K&K Dot has got into the race nicely here. Around the outside of Pigeon Dragon. He's got the move done. The Spaniard is absolutely charging through the field here. K&K Dot now has got a massive chance to possibly win this race. He wanted a restart at the beginning. He's up to third, for God's sake, and he's getting back in the contention very nicely, but I think he's got to use the mediums. Pigeon Dragon picks up a further 9/10 penalty there for track extending or corner cutting. I think Elliott's got past J-Luke again. Doug, though, 2.5 seconds out in front. K&K Dot now sends another opportunity. Is he going to go around the outside of Swift this time? He gets caught in the grass, and I think he has to give up opposition because he's been caught in the grass. Swift will give him room. He's launching it around the outside again. He really wants this, K&K Dot, but he's now vulnerable to Pigeon Dragon, and there's a bit of contact on the front end. But clean driving just about from those two. Pigeon Dragon now back up to third. K&K Dot losing that left front and left rear of the tyres have really taken the impact as Jack Meyer now closes up. A four-way battle for second now ongoing. Has Doug making a mistake out in front a little bit as well? 1.9 seconds separating Swift, Fuji Dragon. We could see moves here from any four of these guys. Let's take it on board with Jack Meyer's point of view. He's closing up and closing up. Now Fuji Dragon launches one down the inside of Swift. There he goes, down the inside, coming across slightly, but I think he'll have the move done. Can't get done, and all three of them are pretty much through here. Swift losing out in the McLaren. All three of them have got past Jack Meyer, and Can't Get Dot follow through on Fidgeting Dragon as well. So desperate scenes here for Swift. He is now fighting, I think, a losing battle on those mediums. Jack Meyer on a set of mediums as well. He's doing well. Swift has got plenty of fuel left. He will be getting to the end, and I think that's a bit of a masterstroke genius. Bit of driving from him if he is getting to the end. With 14 minutes left, my voice starts to go, but who cares, because this race has been absolutely brilliant so far. Doug leading the way from Fidgeting Dragon, Kenke Dot on third, Jack Meyer fourth, as now Kenke Dot launches one down the inside on Fidgeting Dragon. He served up his penalty, he took advantage. Kenke Dot up the second. The Spaniard Fidgeting Dragon will come up back up the inside. He's got the car stopped, but it's contact on the rear end. Jack Meyer caught up in a little bit of contact as well. It's just getting a little bit desperate here for second, but all of this battling letting Doug get away further as Swift tries a double move. Oh, Jack on the back end gets caught loose. On the back end, goodness me. There was contact there, no damage gained from anyone. They all run down the straight. Swift is the one that is losing time down the straight with a double toe. Here comes Kenke Dot now on Jack and Fidgeting Dragon. They've got to be careful here going into turn one. One misjudge of the braking. All three of them beautiful on the brakes, however. Kenke Dot down the inside of both of them. They're both inside of each other. 3 wide off turn 2. Kenke Dot's got the move done. Jack's round the outside. Fidgeting Dragon now loses out. This is unreal stuff here in Pro Series. This could be the race of the season. Doug leading out in front. Kenke Dot in second. Jack Meyer third. Swift tries to go down the inside now on Fidgeting Dragon, and he forced his way through up into fourth. Desperate scenes here in Pro. Fidgeting Dragon now launches one back down the inside on Swift. Goodness me, this is breathless stuff. Elliott beginning to try and catch him behind as well. J. Luke is keeping him on a 6 tenths behind, and Mata trying to gain as well. Oh my goodness, pause, take a breath. Doug leading the way. He might have to pit again. He's 3.3 seconds out in front. He's on a set of softs. Kenke Dot is second on a set of softs. Jack Meyer is up to third. Fidgeting Dragon is fourth. Swift in fifth. I'll have a look at that comment now, but this is unbelievable scenes here in Fuji. Who never thought this track would give such good action out on track? This has been absolutely unreal stuff at the minute. Really crisp, clean stuff, as I think there's a few coming in the pits here. Jack Meyer is certainly coming in the pits. Just went wide to gain pit entry, but that is fine coming into the pits. He will be on for a set of softs at the end of this race. Let me have a look, however, at the comments. That's the Pro-Am stream. They're touching tips. They are touching tips indeed. No room for error. J. Luke's in as well. He'll be in for a set of softs to the end with 12 minutes to go. Jack Meyer now fueling up to the end. Superhero in behind as well. Jack will be out in 8th place. I still believe there might be a battle going on for 4th out on track. Let me just have a look. There's 3 cars right in beside each other. Fidgeting Dragon, Swift. Elliott has gained a lot of time, but he'll be into the pits this lap. Meanwhile, Swift doing well, but he's got to maintain those tyres, as we have finally a pause for breath. Superhero out on a set of softs. J. Luke has had to leave. He will get a point, however. Jack Meyer is out 15 seconds behind Durdude. As Elliott, I think predictably, has been let through by Swift, who is going to the end of the race. Elliott wants to try and gain possible positions on Fidgeting Dragon, and certainly going to try and Kenke Dot, who has absolutely flown around this track in the last couple of laps, and he is gaining further time. That Porsche is really coming into play here. I doubt he will make the end of the race, though. With that fuel under 25 litres, I doubt he will make the end. Elliott now coming in the pits this lap. Is Swift following him in? No. Is ILR Matter following him in? Yes. ILR Team Matter is in to the pits as well. I think, given that pit entry, I think will be quite fair for anyone that does go over the red and white lines there. We want to make sure that nobody tries to get penalised as much. So we'll let people off with that. Elliott, though, into the pits. Current championship holder and current championship leader coming out of the pits after set of softs, 53 litres of fuel, and he's now out behind Jack Meyer. So he has gained relatively well there compared to, I think Jack was about 5 seconds ahead of him, so Jack now has lost out with those mediums by nearly 4 seconds. Round 2 commences though. Swift going around the outside of Fuji Dragon now. Right hand side coming across him a little bit. Swift gets under control. He's had to run wide there. Not sure if there'll be a penalty for Swift. Let's have a look. I think it might be. He ran wide certainly. I don't think there will be a penalty applied actually. Fuji Dragon now back up the inside. He's just over racing it a bit too much. Maybe wanting it a bit too much as well. I think Doug and KK Dot are now for the lead. They're both coming in the pits here. Oh, and that is cheeky. That is cheeky. KK Dot gaining out of Doug. He must have made a mistake out on track. Swift has got past Fuji Dragon in the meantime and has left him seemingly for dead. Fuji Dragon, of course, out on a set of mediums. He'll be going to the end. KK Dot trying to get to the end on these softs. What thrilling, tactical and energising race this has been so far. KK Dot 10.4 seconds leading the way. Can he get those tyres to the end? Can he get that fuel to the end? I think he'll be pitting this lap for a set of mediums because I don't think I've seen him pit on a set of mediums just yet. Hopefully he's got that note at the ready. As everything has seemed to have calmed down quite considerably out on track, let's just leave it with Swift and Fuji Dragon while I go on board with the comment section once again. Let me have a look. I've more fun and faster on a wheel than on a controller. Grand J10 unfortunately has of course had to retire from this race. J-Luke as well, sad that he has had to retire from this race. However though, I hope everyone is enjoying this action because I don't think it'll be over yet if KK Dot has got a pit. And I think he'll be pitting this lap. He's got a 10th fuel and he's now under 10 litres left. So I think he'll be in this lap. Unless he wants to push it out a lap further, which I think he might. He will be pitting in next lap then. So KK Dot with 11 seconds. He wants to try and make sure he's got that lead out as much as possible before he comes in the pits. Swift in second. Fuji Dragon in third. Doodoo has done a stunning job. He will be coming into the pits however I think now. He has made his intentions clear that he's going to be coming in the pits. He is out of position, but he's doing a great job. He could get 7th here, actually, from what has seemingly been an unpromising position all race. Doug is in 5th, Jack is in 6th at the minute. Elliott trying to hunt down the Welshman. Some great action been happening out on track. Fuji Dragon has lost time. I think he must have outbroke himself at turn 1, and he's now losing time on those mediums. Swift, I should say, is losing time to KK Dot. It's going to have to be a splash and dash from KK Dot this lap if he stands any sort of chance of winning this race. It's going to be tight stuff. I think he's on for 3rd at the minute though. Fuji Dragon now runs out wide. He is losing those tyres. Doug is beginning to try and close down as well on the mediums, on much fresher mediums. Elliott and Jack begin to get going. 1.5 seconds separating 5th and 6th. Been breathless stuff though at the minute. Jack and Elliott, 5th and 6th, battling out. And I think Elliott, leaving it up to me with the call. I think it's a good job I called it because honestly this race has been brilliant. KK Dot is into the pits, so he's coming into the pits I should say. 12.2 seconds ahead. Is that enough to hold on for 3rd with maybe? And he nearly crashes into the wall coming in the pits. 1 litre of fuel left. He couldn't have gotten another lap. So KK Dot is into the pits. It's a splash and dash to the end. I think it'll be about 40 litres of fuel he'll put in here. So Kane Kedot's in. Swift has just gone past him down the straight. Doug is that car coming down the straight. It's going to be splash and dash. He's going to be out in third here, I think, Kane Kedot. As long as that fuel goes up high enough, and he will be, and he's just out behind Virgin Dragon. So that is good recovery stuff from Kane Kedot. Great driving from him. Darren ILRT Matter could be getting going soon, as well as Jack and Elliott. So the mid-pack battle's now beginning to heat up. Not really much going on, however. In the meantime, Kane Kedot has gone for the set of mediums, and he's only put in 25 litres of fuel. I think he's underdone it here. He's undercooked it, surely. 9 seconds now. Swift is winning this. And a tactical piece of masterclass driving from Swift, I've got to say. He talked to me about his strategy before the race, saying he's been in the on track doing 80 plus laps of practice, and I think practice pays off. Kane Kedot now on fresher mediums, beginning to push on Fidgeting Dragon. Kane Kedot on Fidgeting Dragon here as they run in. Sensing the opportunity down the inside, he could try for it. I don't think he would have tried for that though. As they run through the final corner now. Fidgeting Dragon, Kane Kedot running down the straight. This is it. We saw these two battle earlier. Kane Kedot now in the slipstream. The Porsche. He's going to duke out the slipstream. He gives a little tap there to Fidgeting Dragon. Quite interesting stuff. And serving up a penalty, that is not what we like to see. Goldstein, what is he doing? Is he trying to serve up his penalty, or is he actually trying to brake check him and give him damage? Because that seems to me as if that was the latter, then maybe it's best if we don't allow Fidgeting Dragon into the rest of the season here in Pro. If he wants to drive over aggressive, as Kane Kedot has just minced him round the outside. Beautiful move. Now on the inside line, he's got the move done. Kane Kedot now could focus his attentions on Swift, but I think it's very unlikely now that he's going to win at this stage in the race. We will have 2 more laps, I think, after this lap. Swift leading the way, Kane Kedot second, Fidgeting Dragon in third. Not sure what to make of that little bit of moments going on. Elliott has got a 3.2 second penalty, so the championship leader will be losing his championship lead to either his teammate or to Kane Kedot, because both of them are in first and second. This is not the greatest race for Elliott whatsoever. Hopefully he'll take it on the chin, and hopefully every driver that has competed tonight, if they haven't done well, will take it on the chin and just move on to the next race. And that next race, of course, will be in Kyoto Yamagiwa, back in Japan. So we're going for the Japanese legs now, and then we're on to Mount Panorama, which is going to be quite brutal for some of these drivers in Pro and Pro-Am especially. I think will struggle around there. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. We are on to the penultimate lap of the race. Swiftly running down the hill into turn 3. He's got an 8.5 second lead. It's been a master stroke of driving here from Swift. He has got this in safekeeping, and he leads the way quite easily. I'd get rid of the soft and mushiness if I've got to be honest, Deneen. But Swift is going to be... Swift will be winning this stage. It's getting closer. 8.2 seconds. It's not over and done with just yet. We will, of course, however, as the battle for fourth is heating up, Doug, Jack Meyer and Elliott F6, who is really trying his hardest here to try and get a result out of this race. When I left the session, it was not internet problems, it was my choice. That is fine. Thank you for your honesty, Grand J10. Hopefully we'll be able to see you completing the full race next week, and of course that's what we will strive for. Getting drivers completing full races going forward into next season. Of course, I will be coming on to the current plans that are in operation, certainly F1 side. I will touch upon what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Swift leading, Kane Kedot getting closer, 7 seconds, not enough unless he really drops down as I come on board Superhero there from mistake. Side by side action running down the straight. Jack Meyer and Doug. Doug has got the speed though on that Mustang. Jack's going to try and have to come in the slipstream. He could try it late on the brakes here, the Welshman. Take it from Elliot's perspective, he does try it late down the inside, the Welshman, but he's overshot the corner, and that could lead Elliot in for a move. He gets the one off the corner, however, Jack, and he's still within 5/10 of him, but Elliot now a lot closer. And that is Fidgeting Dragon slowing up ahead of them as well. This could be a four-way battle for third to the end. Jack Meyer just over racing the corner. Elliot now senses opportunity. Is he surely not going to go around the outside of a double right-hander? He could go in now. With about 10 seconds to go, everyone is onto the final lap, which is good to see. Swift leading the way, 7.2 seconds. But let's keep an eye on this, because Elliot has dived it down the inside of Jack Meyer, and he's got that move done. He has served up. He hasn't served up his penalty yet. So I think Jack is going to be getting the position. At the minute, final lap sign comes up on our screens. Swift leading. He's going to win. Doug is all out of shit there in fourth. He was in front for the majority of this race. Strategy mess up. Now Elliot trying to sense an opportunity down the inside of the second last corner. Jack follows through as well. That is unbelievable driving from both of them. However, we're going to have to cut back on board with the leader, because Swift now coming across the line. He will take it for McLaren. Swift wins here in Fuji. Can't get on in second. Let's keep an eye, because it's side by side running down the straight. It's Jack Meyer with Elliot. Who's going to get fourth? Who is going to get the position for fourth? I think it'll have to be Jack. Elliot will hopefully serve up his penalty before, and he does. And he keeps fifth as well. Jack Meyer in fourth, Elliot in fifth, Doug in sixth, Fidgeting Dragon and Kenke third and second respectively. Durdude has got past Matter very late on to recover for seventh. Matter in eighth, Superhero not his race, he'll come back to fight another day. And he will be coming across the line to finish in ninth place. Superhero coming across the line, finishes in ninth. That is Pro Series over. What a race. Swift wins by 7 seconds, Kenke second, and Fidgeting Dragon in third position. Goodness me. If we restarted that race, we wouldn't have had the amount of action we had there. That was unbelievable. Really, really good stuff. Unreal stuff out on track. So let's unmute some of the drivers that we have got here in the party, and let's do some driver interviews. Oh, that's the driver interviews of thingy. Who's that Traven guy, by the way?
A buddy of mine. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I might have called him in the stream. I do apologise. Oh, see, that's why you leave decisions up to me there. With that. That's why you leave decisions up to me. That, if we called a restart there, we wouldn't have had that good racing. Sensational, but
There was,
I'll come on to you first, Elliot, because I want to get your. Oh, go on. Sorry.
No, go on. No, yeah, it'll wait for my.
No, go on.
I was just gonna say, there's a lot of things that need to be looked at, but other than that, looks all right. A couple of people changing positions.
What happened at turn 6, lap 1, with Kenke Dot?
God knows. He sliced me off at turn 5. I was on his. We were literally side by side, and he sort of shut the door as I was next to him.
Right.
So we got a little bit sideways, and then running up into the next bend. I think both just misjudged braking. Or in fact, no, someone broke early, which caused us to brake late. Or
was that Matter by
normally,
any
and
chance?
It just spiraled. It was one of the Lexuses.
I think it was Matter, because he got a 2.2 second penalty because of it. I do recall.
Okay.
I didn't get no penalty. No.
Anyways, talk us through your race, Elliot, because apart from that, it seemed like you were trying to make through positions through the field. Quite an intense battle in the mid-pack. Talk us through how it went.
Just picking up the pieces. We had a certain strategy that I decided against, and then everyone at the front just started squabbling, reeling myself and K&K Dot in, and someone else, I think it was J Luke or Matter, one of the two. They were squabbling so much that we caught onto the back end of them. I was ready to pounce, and then needed to dive in for a fuel top up. So no, it was good. After the incident on lap 1, where dropped pretty much to the back of the field, bar 2, I believe, and then saw a small guy go off at what is that, turn 6, 7, and no, sorry, turn 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, long turn 4. Saw him go off. Wasn't sure what happened there, and then